Ladies and gentlemen, it is your high guy, your fly guy, the truth from the booth, B.I. Double, here to bring you this week's edition of Throwdown. And just 24 hours before this year's cash-in, we have a huge show for you here tonight, with the Grove Street Goons in damn near every match on the card. And there's a reason behind that we will get to later. We also have a huge champion versus champion match. But before we get to those things, we are kicking things off with two of the greatest Super Juniors in the company, as multiple-time champions Hyper Suzuki and Dynamite go one-on-one to kick off this week's show. And I, for one, could not be more excited. Let's get into the action as Throwdown kicks off now. Hyper Suzuki, first man out. Protege of Wizard, making his way down to the ring, trying to pick up on some momentum. Things have been absolutely insane for the Super Junior division as of late, as Cade and Project Mayhem has had an iron grip on that championship, leaving no challengers available. As we await the entrance of his opponent here tonight, it's a man who made a big splash a number of weeks ago. The most underrated Super Junior on the roster. And Chippy Stacks is in the building, just in time for a guy that has impressed not only me, but impressed Chip over this season. Whole new swagger, whole new attitude, lots of confidence. Dynamite looks to prove why he is one of the absolute best in the world. That's a multiple-time champion and Super Junior World Cup winner there. Hyper Suzuki, Dynamite, handshake. These two have had great matches in the past. Lots of mutual respect. Oh yeah, all triad title reigns. I dig it. And Suzuki not digging that backbreaker as he gets his entire spine stretched out. That man could be 2 inches taller after that one. Dynamite now up to the second. Looking to fly. Springs up into the crossbody. Dynamite never been much of a high flyer, but when he does, it is effective. Prefers the ground game, prefers the strikes, specifically that big elbow. He drops that elbow to the back of Suzuki's neck. Now sends him off the ropes, goes for that leaping back elbow. Suzuki not having it. Tries to reverse into the slam, but Dynamite over the shoulders and down with a neck breaker. That is a lot of championship reigns between those three. It's the GOAT Junior, and a Jackass. Suzuki now looking to keep Dynamite grounded with that rear chin lock, but Dynamite not having it. Driving the unpadded elbow right into the breadbasket. Now has Suzuki up. Looking to drop him throat first across that top rope. Goes for the right hand, blocked by Suzuki, who responds with a forearm into a Michinoku driver in the corner. Suzuki now taking advantage, up and down with the vertical suplex. Matchup of two strikers, but Suzuki not getting any strikes going, but he's caught with the C4. Dynamite wasting no time, looking to make short work of the former champion with the critical elbow. Suzuki looks to be out of it. Dynamite back press hooks the leg. And Suzuki able to kick out at 2.5. Points that elbow to the sky and stomps it down to the heavens. Or hells. You knew what I meant. Drops him throw first yet again now. Elbow dropping that left knee, trying to take the base away from Suzuki to limit those kicks. Puts him up top, could be thinking high impact offense. Instead gets a boot to the chest and a missile drop kick for his troubles. Suzuki now runs through with a pair of clotheslines. Catches the kick from Dynamite, spins out, sweeps out the leg. And this is the one thing you do not want to happen. You do not want Suzuki to get rolling. Because once he does, you have to deal with that. And this, as the hyper combo now, just laying it in. Switching things up a bit, kicking with the left instead of planting with it. He waits for Dynamite to get back to his feet, swings him out with a hyper driver. Dynamite down. And Dynamite able to kick out at 2. This thing's going to continue. Dynamite out of the way there. No water in the pool for Akira as Dynamite slips a quick cover. Dynamite introducing those elbows to the face of Hyper Suzuki yet again. Go behind, pops up into the head scissors, tilt-a-whirl, swings him out. Neck snap, Dynamite looking to get the momentum back on his side here as he goes right back to how he started the match, backbreaker, and stretching out the muscles yet again. Big stomp to the shoulder. Looking to figure for the neck with the elbows again, but Suzuki saw it coming. Able to free himself. Now into the front face lock. Rising knee absolutely rocks Dynamite. Now it's Suzuki with the man up on his shoulders. And Dynamite with some payback gets dropped on the top rope into the cover. We see a shot at Dynamite there. That knee seems to have split him open. Drop kick between the shoulder blades from Suzuki. Now Suzuki going to work on the neck of Dynamite. Just wrenching away at all of those muscles. Dynamite though fights back with an arm drag. Back on his feet. Arm wringer into the Russian leg sweep. Dynamite again going for quick covers. Suzuki still able to kick out at 2, but caught with a drop kick. Payback from Dynamite. He pulls him to his feet. Kicks him out with the C4. Does not bother going for the pin. We know how he wants to end this match. Pops up into the Frankensteiner. Waits for Suzuki to get to his feet. Springboard crossbody. Now it looks like he has him where he wants him. Critical elbow crumbles Suzuki right on the center shield. Deep hook in the leg from Dynamite. And that is all she wrote. Destructive striking from Dynamite here on Throwdown. There's the first. Dynamite thought he had it. Suzuki would get back to his feet. Hyper combo, hyper driver. This thing would keep going. Back and forth action, but Dynamite would take advantage here with the Russian leg sweep, followed up with a series of moves. Hit one more C4, but right here, critical elbow right to the temple. There is nowhere for you to go. Split on his hairline, does not care. So much stank. It's a toss-up between him and Fergal when it comes to just the most devastating elbow. As we get ready for our next match of the evening, we go from the Super Junior division to the women's division in part 1 of the Grove Street Takeover. Rachel Street going one-on-one with the greatest women's champion of all time. TJ Ramirez is back officially. Going one-on-one with Street. Now, the reason the Goons have taken over this episode of Throwdown is because we have a little history for you here tomorrow night at Cash In. And it's the answer to a trivia question. And that trivia question is, what is the first pay-per-view to not have Showtime in well over a year? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Cash In 2018. It feels odd to know that Showtime will not have a match at that pay-per-view, but because of that, he has decided to take over this week's Throwdown. We have Rachel Street here versus TJ Ramirez. We have Dorian in a triple threat match. And then we have our huge main event, which I do not want to spoil. You will see coming up. So the Grove Street Takeover continues here on Throwdown. Not to mention, she's held men's titles. Definitely the GOAT. There's Rachel Street now making her way to the ring. Rachel very talented, but looking for that one breakout moment, that one breakout match. And tonight could be that night if she can find a way to take TJ Ramirez out of the picture. Not to mention, I'm sure it'll make Showtime happy since she put the pause on Showtime. And we will never let him forget it. We await the entrance of TJ Ramirez. And the Queen of Darkness has stepped foot into the HCW arena. Oh yeah, that was in his hometown, huh? Totally forgot. How you get beat up by a woman in Chicago? Ooh. Is TJ's brother in developmental? Don't play with me like that, because we have a World Cup coming up. And I'm extending the invitation now to the rookie, if he is. I like that kid. As TJ starting things off, just ripping Rachel Street down by the hair and fired off a kick to the chest, forearm right to the jaw, and a snap suplex. Well, you heard it here first. We want little Ramirez in the Super Junior World Cup, unless somehow he hit a growth spurt in the last 5 years and he's all of a sudden a giant. Off the ropes, Rachel trying to pop up for that huge drop kick. TJ ducks under, grabs onto those ropes, slows herself down. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference between a woman in their first year and the greatest woman to ever step foot in a triad ring. Connects with the drop kick the second time. Rachel now throwing some strikes of her own, responds with a snap suplex of her own. Fun fact, Rachel grew up idolizing TJ Ramirez. And now has her one-on-one. Pendulum style backbreaker dropping Street in the center of the ring. Snap belly to belly. Almost threw Rachel into the floor. Rachel, though, able to slide out of the way. Burying the knees into the chest and one to the face. See, this is where being a rookie can come in handy. Rachel has seen all of TJ's matches. TJ has very limited tape to study on Street. What it is, GOAT. TJ now tilt-a-whirls around into the head scissors, showing off that athleticism here. She looks to follow it up with just a disrespectful slap to the face. Now bouncing Street's head off the mat like a basketball. TJ taking full advantage now, has Rachel up on the shoulders and drops her throat first. Trying to stomp that knee right out of commission. Follows it with a boot to the chest. TJ not giving this poor girl room to breathe as now she's caught. Fallen star facebuster. Yeah, we fired that guy. Rachel trying to set it up. Fires back with a forearm of her own. A resilient young woman Rachel now firing off, trying to get that second wind. Pulls TJ in, butterflies the arms. High angle into that backbreaker, into the cover. Can she do it here tonight? TJ able to kick out at 2. Rachel waiting for it. Looking for the biggest win of her young career. Butterflies the arms again. High angle into the knees. Cover. Ref down for the count. And TJ Ramirez able to roll that shoulder at 2. Rachel now trying to stay on her. Up to the second rope, looking to fly. Goes for the diving Rana. TJ not having it. Instead transitions down to the shoulders and hot shots her once again. I don't know if TJ Ramirez is the woman you want to try to throw diving Ranas on. She's only been doing them for about 15, 20 years. TJ now in full control. Puts Rachel into the corner. Rachel comes rushing in, gets caught, and as I said it, a Rana from TJ. She can hit it from absolutely any direction. Pulls the rookie to her feet. Sets her up against those ropes. With the reversal, but TJ on the way back, super R-type. Into the cover. And TJ Ramirez, not shockingly, picking up the victory. But what a showing here for young Rachel Street. As we see right here, falling star facebuster. Rachel would be able to kick out, respond with a butterfly backbreaker, and then that double arm lung blower that we really need a name for, because God is it sweet. Another look at it, catching TJ with those knees right in the rib cage. TJ would roll that shoulder. The match would continue until the super R-type was hit. And that is a move you do not kick out of. And that is not a good start for the Goons on their takeover here tonight. And we move on from the women's division to a triple threat match with 3 completely different wrestlers, 3 completely different personalities. As Mr. HCW himself, Hunter Clark Weaver, takes on newly signed and partner of GI Bro, Sam Freedom. And Large Dorian, the Goons represented once again here on Throwdown. Who will walk out of this triple threat match the victor? Will it be Blue English? Will it be the Freedom Fighter himself? Or will Large Dorian bring back a W for the Goons? We find out next on Throwdown. And Large Dorian first man out. largest man in HCW looking to pick up a big victory here tonight. Blue English, next man down. Blue English is another guy I always feel like is just waiting for his breakout moment. I know he had a run with the hybrid title last season, but it was a short run. I feel like this is another person that is just one win away from breaking into the upper echelon here in HCW. I don't know when that match will happen, who it will be against, but something is going to change. I mean, I'll call him Big D sometimes. Since you got to be careful when you call him Big D, because you can't say something like Big D hits hard. That just sounds weird. Sam Freedom, newest member of the HCW roster, making his way to the ring. Tag team partner G.I. Bro was extremely impressive in his debut triple threat victory. Looks to see if he can pick up that victory again in yet another triple threat. Yeah, see, like, it's hard to say that kind of thing. That's when you have to refer to him as Large Dorian. Triple threat match, Blue English, Sam Freedom, Dorian. And Freedom immediately up and down with that amateur style takedown. And the man who wrestled from elementary school all the way into the Army Reserves has about 25 years of amateur wrestling in him. Blue English now, big gut wrench. Sam Freedom, no small man. Leaping neckbreaker on Dorian. Sends the big man off the ropes. Tries to catch him coming back in. Dorian drops down. Dorian, big right hand, rocks both men. Sam Freedom sends Blue English off the ropes. Blue English checks him with that shoulder bump before getting brought in with a short arm shoulder tackle. Dorian tries to drop the axe handle but gets booted. Sam Freedom cleaning house right now. I agree with Chip. You need to take Dorian out of the equation. Looks like Sam Freedom trying to do that himself. Go for the slam. Dorian not having it. Too big, too strong. As Freedom up and down with a jackknife. Dorian tries to whip Sam Freedom into the ropes, who gets caught by Blue English. And then a big back body drop. Oh no. Oh no. You can't have 350 pounds stepping on your chest like that. Somebody get Blue English an inhaler stat. Oh, Sam Freedom tries to run in, gets caught with the boot. Dorian is just absolutely laying waste to the competition. Weaver fights back with the elbow, now driving the knees into the sternum. Going for that high leaping elbow. Dorian, though, smart rolls to the outside. That's not where you want to be. Weaver does not see Sam Freedom coming in. Cobra clutch into the leg sweep. Quick cover. Dorian there to break it up before the count of 1. Freedom salt. I did not expect that. Sam Freedom, no small man, throwing out second rope moonsaults. Now a cross arm breaker on Weaver. Stick to being an amateur wrestler, son. You'll kill yourself with that moonsault stuff. Safe and sound, feet on the ground. Puts Weaver up on that top rope. Could be looking high impact offense. Super Falcon arrow into the cover, and again Dorian right there, not letting anybody get so much as a 1 count. Going for the belly to belly. Freedom though, able to reverse out into that modified STO. Big shot to the spine from Sam Freedom. Goes low with the boot, caught by Dorian. Up and down with that high lifting spine buster. Now turns his attention to Weaver, who was minding his own business in the corner. Snake eyes. Headset failure back in time to let Freedom ring into a cover as Sam Freedom have it. Dorian kicking out at 2.5. Weaver recovering on the outside. Freedom now going back to that cross arm breaker. Weaver in there to break it up just in time. Sam Freedom breaking through the grips of Weaver. And Dorian right there, face buster. Weaver though has him hooked, straightjacket DDT. Dead center, hooks the leg. And Hunter Clark Weaver picks up the victory. The Goons are 0 for 2. But it looked like they listened to Chip as both men hitting big moves on Dorian. There you see, let Freedom ring. Thought he had it there. Dorian would kick out, but get caught with that straightjacket DDT, planting him right on his head. And we were saying Weaver needs a breakout match. This may not have been the breakout match, but it is a damn good start. As we get ready for our next match of the evening. Wait a second. This was supposed to be champion versus champion. Fuerte versus Powell. And I see Trusted Banks, who's supposed to be in our main event. The tech guys are getting fired. We finally got the referee situation sorted out. And now we got tech guys who can't do their jobs. Because that doesn't look like Jeff Powell at all. I really want to know what's going on. I wanted HCW champion versus SPW champion. And now I'm just getting a look at Trustin Banks. Did he buy the spot in this match? Does he want to be in 2 matches tonight? Or is this just shenanigans? We can't have nice things ever. Well, we know one thing for sure, and that is that the HCW World Champion is in the building for one-on-one action. I'm upset he's not wearing his good shirt. I love that shirt so much. But then again, if he thought he was going against Jeff Powell, why not bring it back to the OG look? As it is time to make sure that the world champion is evil and then some. Well, Chip, where's Fuerte at on this long list of champions triad-wide? I know he can't be that high because the problem with Fuerte is he doesn't win lots of titles. He just holds titles for long periods of time. And it looks like we're getting our proposed match. Trustin Banks nowhere in sight. Some tech guy just getting fired. The main event, Jeff Powell back on Throwdown. The Supernova Pro World Heavyweight Champion. That's what I figured he wouldn't be top 10 because all those long reigns. Can't win a lot of titles when you have long reigns. You want to talk about a throwback. Smokeout 2010 called it once its main event back. No, 2009, excuse me. 2010 involved Bake. Damian Fuerte, Jeff Powell, champion versus champion. And Jeff starting things off with that snap belly to belly. Now working on the neck of Fuerte. Powell has lost to Fuerte in the main event of Smokeout. Does not want to lose to him again here on Throwdown. This is going to be a bad time for Fuerte because if he gets past Powell here tonight, he has Ripley tomorrow. And then tomorrow we also figure out who gets that cash-in briefcase As Fuerte just caught and driven down with that sleeper slam. But Fuerte has to deal with Jeff Powell tonight, Dante Ripley tomorrow. The thoughts of the cash-in briefcase held over his head. And if he somehow makes it through all that, bake in Japan. It is going to be a busy month. And right now, Jeff Powell is giving Fuerte the business. Goes for that leaping clothesline. Fuerte able to duck out of the way. Pops him up into the knee strike. Jeff Powell in the absolute best shape of his life as he hits that perfect standing drop kick. I mean, I guess we could announce it. Everybody knows about Uprising Japan. I was going to let you guys announce the other. But pay attention to the feed as Chip Stackworth has big news. Breaking news. Fuerte's throat almost gets broken on that top rope. Able to kick out at one. The two world champions continue this match. Powell now driving the knee into the spine, pulling back on the chin lock. Fuerte, though, able to escape, gets back to his feet. Set off the ropes into the corner. Fuerte fights back with a knee into the T-bone suplex. Fuerte violating Wizard Rule, but does not look like he'll pay for it as Powell is wobbled and then gets caught. Double forearms into the Tanahashi takedown. Fuerte looking to set it up. Didn't think he could get it on the big man, but does. The Demon's Talon. Now looking to end it. Has Jeff in his sights, looking to redo Smokeout 2009. Demon Horns. Into the cover, hooks the leg. And you will not take the SPW champion out that easily. As Jeff Powell able to roll out of that pinning predicament. Fuerte now going for that alley-oop body. No water in the pool. Jeff looking to take advantage while he has no air left. That's a good point. I forgot he got Brickhouse up with that. Fuerte is deceptively strong. Does not look like a body guy. Jeff Powell giving him a taste of his own business. That snapping T-bone. Every suplex that Jeff Powell throws has so much torque. That second rope elbow connected right with the black heart of Fuerte. Jeff now up and down with that spine buster. That spine buster usually the precursor, but tonight going for the cover on Fuerte. Fuerte able to kick out. And when you see the spine buster, you know what's not far behind. Or is he going to prove me wrong tonight and not go for it? Get caught, drop toe hold. Back elbow from Powell. Turns around, holds on, snaps the neck breaker, keeps Fuerte standing to pull him in with that patented Jeff Powell neck breaker. Fuerte somehow fighting back, short arm shoulder tackle. Does not want to be outdone on his show. Rolling somersault senton. Into the cover one more time. Powell fights his way out of the figure four neck lock. European uppercut rocks Fuerte. Fuerte catches him, sends him off, roundhouse kick. Lots of back and forth. Of course it's a great match. What do you expect out of these two? As Fuerte going back deep into his arsenal with that modified Dragon Sleeper. Working away, but Jeff refuses to tap. Snapmares Fuerte out of the predicament, but walks right into the clutches of the champ again. Into the corner. Oklahoma Stampede. Down for the cover one more time. Jeff Powell able to kick out at 2 once again. Fuerte to the outside. Lining him up one more time. This time wants Jeff on his feet. Springboards in with the clothesline. Takes the main event down. Fuerte feeling it, but violates Wizard Rule yet again. Drops the elbow. Making sure not to give Powell any time to recover. Looking to set up the Demon's Talon one more time. This time awfully close to the ropes. And snaps Jeff Powell's nose off the second rope. Does not go for the cover. Might regret it as Powell slides off the shoulders into the neck breaker. Jeff setting it up. Fuerte got overzealous, could pay for it. As he's tossed up and down with a Skyliner. Jeff Powell shoots the half, hooks the leg. And Jeff Powell has picked up a victory here on Throwdown. How long has it been since we have said that? 2 years. The answer is 2 years. There you see earlier in the match he would get spiked with demon horns and a Demon's Talon. Fire back with that spine buster. Fuerte out of nowhere with an Oklahoma Stampede. He would hit the Talon one more time, about rip the nose off of Jeff Powell, but the Skyliner would spell defeat for the HCW World Champion. As Jeff Powell has come back home and picked up a victory in the place that made him and that he made famous. As we are now set for our main event of the evening. 6-man tag team action. It's the Goons versus the Dynasty Club. As Showtime leads Big Money Matt Lewis and Star Trill into battle against Trustin Banks and Stocks and Bonds. These 6 men have had issues since the beginning of the season. Stocks and Bonds looking to upseat the Goons at their shot at Tag Team Championship gold. They've done it once. They won the #1 contenders match. Big Money even blew his knee out in a match against Stocks and Bonds. Let's not forget the history of Trustin Banks and Showtime. There is a lot going on in this one. It had to be the main event. Maybe the only thing bigger than champion versus champion is the hatred between these two factions. And as I said, Showtime wanted to take over Throwdown since he will not be at Cash-In. So we have the Grove Street Goons versus the Dynasty Club here in the main event of Throwdown. Next. Hello, Blake. Just in time for our huge main event. As the Dynasty Club make their way to the ring. Trust and Banks pulling up the rear, Stocks and Bonds walking down in front. That is Johnny Stock on your left, Blake Bond on your right. And I say it all the time, and I'll say it again. If smug was a person, the actual Webster's dictionary definition of smug became people, it would definitely be the Dynasty Club. The investment is preparing for his match tomorrow. As Showtime leads the Goons. Showtime dead center. Star Trill on your left. Big Money Matt Lewis on your right. Yeah, let us not forget that the investment has made his way into cash-in. Looking to bring some gold back to the Dynasty Club. And the Goons raise those fists in unison, ready to continue their assault on the HCW roster. Starting things off, Blake Bond for the Dynasty Club. Big Money for the Goons. The bell rings, our main event is live. And that British catch style immediately coming into play as he single leg takedown, slides around. But Matt not going to play that wrestling thing, just going to throw strikes. Look at the combination offense from Blake. European uppercut into those double knees before tagging the boss into the match. Big axe handle to the spine of Lewis. Matt able to fight back, punch to the gut. Blocks one, then Trust and Banks hits the forearm, goes for the DDT, caught with that falling arm breaker. And it's boss versus boss. It's Showtime in there with Banks. Showtime runs in, tilt-a-whirl head scissors, keeping Banks on the Goon side of the ring. Banks, though, fights back with a jawbreaker, evades the strike of Star Trill, but gets caught by Showtime. We appreciate Jeff Powell as much as Jeff Powell appreciates us. And there's that same reversal from Trust and Banks. He looked right at Big Money before he did it. Showtime now whipped into the Dynasty Club corner. Showtime fights out. Look at that flipping blockbuster. Showtime now off the ropes. Rana driver absolutely spikes Trust and Banks. Now it's Banks in the wrong side of town, but able to reverse his troubles. Leaping neck breaker. Showtime putting the Dynasty Club corner again. This time no escape as Blake Bond brought back into the match. Double team action from Banks and Bond. Showtime takes it down. Corkscrew moonsault. I will pass along that message. Showtime swings out that reverse DDT. That is patented Showtime offense. He goes to the second rope. Looks to fly, but Johnny Stock right there to stop all that. Diving tag brings Star Trill into the match for the first time. Clothesline takes Bond off his feet, making a double. And one more for the road. Elevator elbow drop. Trustin Banks brought back into the match. Oh, yeah. Bake has a busy weekend in Japan. Trustin Banks rolls through that arm wringer into the arm drag. Rake of the eyes. And falling electric chair drop from Star Trill. He looks to continue the assault on Trustin Banks. Knockout left hand right in front of his team. And shades of Fuerte earlier tonight, shades of Moto. Extra stank on the Dragon Sleeper. Someone's been paying attention. Banks runs in, but he's caught. Tossing body slam by Trill. Trill letting Trustin Banks tag out. Johnny Stock comes in, buries the knee into the gut. But Trill ducks the clothesline and swings out a Polish hammer. Breaks the back of Stock. Catches the kick. Turns him around. In atomic drop, excuse me. Not inverted. Traditional style. Stock able to get out of the way of that knee. But Trill thinking snake eyes. Stock able to go off the shoulders. These two going back and forth. I'd like to see these two in one-on-one action. Looks right at Showtime before hitting the Showtime special. Swing out, reverse DDT. Lots of douchebaggery going back and forth in this match. His Star Trill snapmare down, and now Stock gonna work on the neck. Trill fights out, breaks the grip, punch the gut. Now up, but Stock fights back with a knee. Runs in, caught and spiked with a DDT as Star Trill able to stuff that takedown attempt. Stock now in the clutches of Trill. Sent into the goon's corner. No, instead put on that middle rope. Trill picking up steam. Drops the weight across the spine in a shimmy for good measure. It is smug versus swag here in this one. As Star Trill swings him out with that T-bone. There are 8 variations of the Wizard special, and it is insane. Trill tagging in his longtime teammate. Total Trillimination into the cover. Ref's hesitation there led to Trill leaving the ring. Now Trill gets hit Showtime in. Flying head scissors on Bond. Now it's Big Money putting Stock against the ropes. Sends him out into the center. Now it looks like Big Money gonna let Stock go for the tag because he wanted to put hands on Banks. Catches him with the Thez press on the way in. Banks able to reverse it, put Big Money in the corner, followed up with the clothesline. Lots of people down on the outside. Kick to the spine. Looks like Blake Bond and Showtime fighting it out on the floor. Blake decided to finally get back in his corner. Johnny Stock down on one side, Star Trill picking himself back up on the other. This thing is breaking down just like we knew it would. And speaking of break, Banks looking to break the left hand of Big Money. But the left isn't what you got to worry about. It's that dynamite right. Goes for the kick to the chest. Sidestep by Big Money. Makes his way back to his feet. But walks right into the clutches of a perfect plex. Too close to the ropes though. Big Money able to drape that right foot under the second middle. Or excuse me, second bottom. Showtime tag back into the match. Runs in, tilt-a-whirls the head scissors. And we are back almost where it began. Showtime and Trustin Banks. Going for the slam, but Banks over the shoulder, drops the reverse DDT. Banks throwing the strikes, pulls Showtime up and down with a vertical. Grabbing a hold of Showtime. Looking to swing him out with the cash machine. ATM? We'll think of something. We don't need to think of a name for this. It's won him a world title. No. Showtime saw it coming. Fights his way out. Shotgun boot. Tag Star Trill into the match now. Banks is down. Trill not going for the cover, looking to inflict more damage, but a rake to the eyes from Banks. Turns him around, Northern Lariat. Connects with the base of the skull. Too much time to recover from that shotgun boot. Tag in Johnny Stock now. Double team whipped off the ropes and going for the ride with the double back body drop. Running big boot from Stock. Stock gonna take a little breather now. Looking to put an end to this match. Spikes him with a stock market crash. But big money there to break it up. Trustin Banks in the ring now. Big right hand, turns him around. Standing switch. Lewis kicks out the knee. Strike to the back of the neck. Now putting the paws on him. The 10-piece. Showtime with a strike to the back of Stock's head. Stock put in the corner. Caught this thing breaking down yet again. As Stock drops a knee to the lower back of Star Trill. Goes for the kick. Trill swings him out. Catches him with the atomic drop again. Turns him around. Puts Stock in the corner. Stock, though, able to reverse. Not having it. Sends Trill pillar to post. Tags Blake Bond back into the matchup. Bond, Stock, send him off the ropes. Double back elbow. Bond going up top. Showtime there to take him down. Trill back on his feet, but caught as Blake runs in with that arm breaker. Quick reverse DDT, shades of his leader. Trill on the way up, sweeps the leg like the Cobra Kai Dojo. Looking to tag Showtime back into this match. As Big Money and Trustin Banks are now back in their respective corners. All 6 men back up. Showtime, big kick to the spine of Blake Bond. And there's the Wizard special. Beautiful springboard moonsault, leaping all the way to the top rope. Showtime going for the legs, but Blake Bond able to use that strength to send him back. Pulling Showtime closer to the center, stomps on that right arm. Blake now pulls him in. Regal cutter. That technical British bastard beating the hell out of Showtime right now. Sends him into the corner. Showtime fights back with an up kick. Big strike to the back of the neck. Showtime trying to get Blake Bond on the goon side of the ring. Snapmare into the kick to the spine. Showtime now thinking about it, stalking Blake Bond. Instead, tags Big Money back into the match. Blake fights back with a jawbreaker. And now it's Matt going for the ride into the Dynasty Club corner. Double team coming from Stocks and Bonds. We've seen him win multiple tag matches with this one, as he is dropped down into the cover. And Big Money able to kick out at 2. Showtime backflips out of a suplex. Goes low, corkscrew neck breaker on Bond. Goes for the drop kick, which gives Matt the opening. Sends Stock into the corner, now rights and lefts, big combination from Lewis. Putting the absolute pause on him. Stock able to get out of the way of the knee, but caught with a few more strikes. Rake to the eyes, big combination from Lewis. Standing switch, kicks out the knee, Northern Lariat of his own. Johnny Stock sent back into the Goon's corner, but able to reverse it. Matt in a bad part of town one more time. Thrown off the ropes, caught with that belly to back suplex. Double team offense from the Dynasty Club now. Big Money able to fight back, goes low with that punch to the gut, but right into the clutches of Trustin Banks. Up kick, Big Money on his feet, clothesline takes Trustin Banks down. Showtime wants back into this match, instead decides to tag his partner. Banks in that corner, but Banks with a reversal. And it's Trill now who is sent into the Dynasty Club corner. But out of the way, that clothesline. Up kick from Banks again, refusing to be caught in that corner. Drops the knee. Swigs him out. Cash machine. Pulls him away from the ropes. Trill down now into the cover. Star Trill able to kick out at 2. Now we have that nerve hold, trying to keep Trill down. This time Trill sent into the corner, looking for another double team. Blake Bond brought in, double back body drop. Big Money tagged in now, runs in with a drop kick. Make it another. Hits the hat trick. Blake Bond, though, able to reverse his fortunes. Send Big Money over the top rope, tag Johnny Stock back into the match. Stock with the reversal, sends Big Money over the top rope. Hits him with a stun gun. And that is a long way down for Big Money Matt Lewis. Axe handle right across the forehead. Got him again. Johnny Stock laid in the strikes on arguably the best striker in HCW. It's the jawbreaker. Goes for the drop toe hold, but gets absolutely demolished with the stomp. Referee to count of 6 now. Matt thrown sternum first into the apron.
The hardest part of the ring.
Johnny Stock sends Matt back into the ring. Does not want to win this by count out. The Dynasty Club want to be victors here tonight. Goes for the big boot again. Pulls Matt away from his corner. Tags in Trustin Banks. Trustin Banks wasting a lot of time. Tries to take Star Trill down, eats a Gamagiri. Gives Big Money time to recover. There's Lewis now to a knee. Trustin Banks finally coming out of the stupor. Takes Star Trill down. But Big Money right there. Puts him in the corner. Goes for the cutter. Steve Taylor making 20 bucks. Trustin Banks, though, half out of it. As Lewis drapes him over the top rope with the suplex. Banks tries to crawl to a tag. Matt able to stop it before dropping all his weight across the left knee. Now big right hand to the jaw. Shoots the half. Hooks the leg. Blake Bond able to get in there and break it up at 2. Big Money had this match in what would have been the biggest victory of his career, pinning a former world and hybrid champion. Instead, we are tagging Star Trill back in now. Banks off the ropes, double back body drop. Trill has his eyes on him. Looking for a Trillminator, but no. Banks able to arm drag his way out into a cover. Showtime in to break it up. This thing could go on all night long. All night. Banks looks to hit the cash machine one more time. Another quick cover. And the Dynasty Club able to pick up the victory. Banks made sure that Star Trill was too far in their corner to break up the pin. There we saw total elimination. One of about 4 cash machines. The shotgun boot. Big Money would be throwing strikes. Johnny Stock with that running boot in a stock market crash. It was big move after big move. But the Dynasty Club walking out of here the victors. And the Goons go 0-3. Stay tuned tonight at 11. Supernova Pro Special. I agree with Chip. That was a perfect 10. I've already put it on our Match of the Year list. We'll let you guys vote on it later. Showtime tweeting from the floor. I love it. And that's going to do it for us here on Throwdown. So as I said, Supernova Special tonight at 11. So for all the boys and girls in the back, everybody watching around the world and in this arena here tonight for the Grove Street Goons, but more importantly for the Dynasty Club, I have been your high guy. Yes, indeed, your fly guy. The truth from the booth, B.I. Double signing off. And we'll see you tomorrow for Cash In.